The Golden State Warriors have indeed fallen in the Western Conference standings. Just a few weeks ago, they were at the top of the Western Conference. There are many reasons for this, with the first being Steve Kerr's deep rotation and their overly small lineup. Stephen Curry is also not playing at the level we're accustomed to seeing from him. He doesn't look like a former MVP, averaging only 15.7 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game over his last 3 games on 38% shooting from the field. However, it's not just the last 3 games. His performance throughout the season has been subpar. He's averaging only 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game on 44% shooting from the field. His 22-point average is his lowest in a season since 2011. Do you think Stephen Curry is finally being caught up by Father Time? Or is the problem the Warriors' rotation and system, or perhaps opposing teams have figured out how to defend his off-ball movement? Now, let's move on to Karl-Anthony Towns. His revenge game against his former team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, ended with a victory, as they defeated the Timberwolves with a score of 133-107. In the second quarter, they blew the game wide open, outscoring Minnesota 41-18. Karl-Anthony Towns recorded an impressive stat line of 32 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a perfect 5-4-5 shooting from the three-point line. Mikal Bridges contributed 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, while McBride added 16 points and 8 assists. Jalen Brunson tallied 14 points and 7 assists, and Precious Achiuwa chipped in with 13 points and 10 rebounds. After the game, Anthony Edwards spoke up, expressing his frustrations. He said that the team lacks an offensive identity and that all they seem to know is that he and Julius Randle will take a lot of shots, that's it. Edwards added that he has a lot more to say, but he chose to keep it to himself because his teammates, coaches, and the organization might not like it. This is not a good sign for the Minnesota Timberwolves. In relationships, it's never good when you can't be truthful, and when secrets are kept, it eventually leads to an explosion, often in a very bad way. It seems like the Timberwolves situation has become messy ever since they traded Karl-Anthony Towns. They believed Anthony Edwards was ready to be the leader of this team, but as we're seeing, that doesn't seem to be the case. The Timberwolves found themselves in a tough spot. If they didn't trade Karl-Anthony Towns, they would have had to let go of Naz Reid and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They chose to prioritize the younger players. Currently, the Minnesota Timberwolves are moving in and out of the top 8 in the Western Conference standings, after being one of the top 3 teams for most of last season. Did you enjoy this video? Please click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more updates.